Alright, so this is Valentine's Day, so we decided we're going to make a treat, and it's going to be pizza, carnivore style, as much as reasonably possible, because we still want some of the delicious pizza flavors. So we've got a cloud bread crust right here, and you can see that. So this is just a cloud bread recipe, one batch, and I just spread it nice and wide into like a pizza crust style bread. And we've got our cheeses over here. Went with Asiago because it has a better fat to protein ratio than Parmesan, but it still has that nice punchy, delicious hard cheese flavor. We've got our white sharp cheddar. We're gonna add good fat to protein ratios there too, and some mozzarella, whole milk mozzarella. So it's got all the fat in there that you want. Then we've got our Italian sausage right here, delicious. So this is not pure carnivore. Normally I get plain sausage, but for our pizza, we're gonna do Italian. And then we've got our pepperoni. This is uncured pepperoni, so it has no nitrates or nitrites added and minimal ingredients. It says that it has some turbinado sugar in it, but it has minimal amounts because it doesn't even show up in the nutrition facts. You can probably hear my family in the background, so just don't worry about that. My son just woke up from his nap, so my husband's gonna go get him. He's not a happy guy. Hello, man. Alright, I might end up having him in the video if he wants mama instead of daddy. Here we've got ham, just some regular plain old sliced ham, nothing too special. And then for a sauce, okay, you don't have to do this if you want to really go strict carnivore. I made it because I was craving pizza. I love pizza and I wanted it to taste a little bit more authentic. So I made my own pizza sauce, okay? I got some Roma tomatoes, boiled some water, popped those in the water for about a minute, and then pull them out, peeled the skins off, and then I sliced them open, took out all the seeds, okay? Because in plants, the parts of the plant that have the, I guess, worse chemicals and the parts that have the things that are meant to deter humans from eating them is going to be largely in the seeds, okay? Because that's what makes sense. The plant does not want us to eat the seeds and the skins, because that's like first line of defense. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? When a worm or a bug eats a plant, and especially eats a tomato, do they eat the whole tomato, all the skin? No, they don't. They burrow into that tomato through a tiny little hole in the skin, and then they try and just eat the good, delicious flesh that's on the inside. So if a bug is smart enough to avoid the skin and the seeds, so am I. And then I added some garlic powder, onion powder, and a touch of Italian seasoning, and that's it. Okay, not much, little cheat there, okay? These olives are kalamata olives, and when I looked at the ingredients, I was really pleasantly surprised because it's just the olives, water, salt, and red wine vinegar. When I looked at the black olives, which is something that we used to put on salads all the time, okay, the black olives have like preservatives and things in them to maintain the freshness and the color that these ones don't have. So again, if you're going to do a bit of a cheat on carnivore, there are, I guess, good ways to cheat and there are bad ways to cheat. And if you look at the labels, you'll quickly see what's gonna impact your health more and what's going to have less of an impact on your health, if you care that much. I mean, if you're doing a cheat, you know, it's up to you. This is just what we're doing, and we are trying to keep the negative side effects to a minimum, so, you know, we're making a few adjustments here, but hopefully it all comes together and it's delicious. We tasted like a tiny little pinch off of this crust yesterday. I don't know if you can see that, but like we took a little tiny bit off the edge here and tried it, and it was good. It was delicious. It does not taste like a yeast pizza dough, okay, but it works wonderfully for a carnivore pizza dough. That is our Valentine's Day dinner, and I'm very excited. I will take some pictures and add them once it's all finished and show you guys what it looks like, nice and baked and delicious. And I will link in the description below what recipe I used for this cloud bread and all the ingredients that I used and kind of how I'm making this, so that if you guys want to try it, you are welcome to as well. I did not look up a recipe for this. I'm just putting it together. It's a pizza. You just put on there what you want. This is just what we're going with, what sounded delicious to us. Yeah, a lot of pork. Pork actually, by the way, has a lot of extra nutrients that, like, so my husband and I have been tracking our nutrition on Chronometer, that app that I mentioned in a previous video. And tracking through that app, we realized that any vitamins and minerals that you are lacking if you're eating a mostly beef diet, you can pretty easily and quickly make up just by adding in a little bit of pork. So again, it's not a pure food per se, it's not entirely grass-fed, but it does add a lot of extra nutrition that, you know, you might be missing out on if you're eating only strict beef. It's up to you again, but like especially the pork ribs, the bacon, the sausage, all that has stuff in it that you're not gonna get eating just plain beef. So we really like incorporating that. We're trying to keep poultry to a minimum. Those, you know, fall under a little different category. They have good nutrition in other ways as well, but we're just trying to keep poultry to a minimum, sticking with mainly beef and pork. That is all I've got for you today. I will do another video coming up on RDA's, recommended daily allowance, and I'm pretty excited about that one, but I want to do some more research for you guys before I put that out, because that's a whole big topic and it's a very important topic too. All right, that's what I got for you today. I hope you all have a fabulous Valentine's Day and enjoy this view of my lovely pizza up here somewhere on the screen. Bye, friends.